Hello everybody, my name is Ryan and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thank you so much for joining me today to watch season 1 episode 8 of the Gilmore Girls. A quick recap of the last episode. Dean and Rory had their first kiss, which was interesting to say the least. I deeply related to everything that Rory was going through in that moment. I think this show does an incredible job. I said it at the end of the last episode, I think it was at the end of it, where I feel like we see a lot in media of the shy or like the academically gifted, who's very focused on school kind of girl, the more shy girl, still end up being very confident when it comes to like talking to boys or being interested in boys, starting to date, whatever. And I just think that that is not really realistic. Sometimes, right, everybody's different, but I do feel like a lot of people's experiences are a little bit more like flighty, right? Like when he was first interested in her and she was giving off vibes that she maybe wasn't interested because he made her nervous. She wasn't able to just play into the nerves and use those nerves to throw the flirting back at him. She used those nerves and they kind of shut her down a little bit until she realized that it was going to stop, and she had that moment where she had to make a decision on whether she told him that she was interested in him or let him go. So there's that, and that played into the first kiss as well, where he just kissed her and she like didn't know what to do and said thank you and then ran away. Like that feeling I think is so genuine and happens to a lot of people when they have like their first love or interest or whatever. Obviously not like in the same way, but I think those nerves are very authentic and genuine for a lot of people. So I loved seeing that. Anyway, she didn't end up telling Lorelei about it. She was going to, then things were kind of happening. She was a little bit nervous about it, but she ended up not telling her. But Mrs. Kim did tell her, so that was a whole problem because Lorelei was hurt that Rory didn't tell her. And Lorelei ended up confronting her a little bit and they had that discussion and it was great. And then Lorelei invited Dean to a movie night, which at first was not great. And then once her and Rory talked it out a little bit, they were like, well, we just have to go with it and make the best of a situation. But it seemed to end up going great. And Lorelei had a good conversation with Dean about how, you know, everybody in the town loves Rory, so he better fucking watch his back and treat her well. I'm very excited to see what we are up to here, because obviously, right, he hasn't asked her to be his girlfriend or anything like that, so we aren't dating. But I do kind of feel like potentially a date could be soon after that, because that was kind of a date, kind of not a date. So I feel like a real date could potentially be coming soon, but we shall see. As always, the full episode reaction for this episode and all of the other episodes will be up on my Patreon. The link for that's down below. And without any further ado, let's just jump right in to season 1, episode 8 of Gilmore Girls. Let's go.
I promise that we hear you.
We've been hearing you for 20 minutes.
To run that don't involve peddling drug paraphernalia to kids.
It was a lava lamp, Taylor.
Lava lamp unless you're on drugs.
Oh my god.
I have been mayor of this fine town for a long time.
Taylor seems like the guy that is just a problem in the town. Nothing makes him happy.
We have leash laws, people.
Daddy's getting angry.
Grover will not leash himself. Is the anniversary of the legendary Battle of Stars Hollow.
Battle of Stars Hollow.
There.
Patty will be circulating a sign-up sheet for those of you aforesaid battle.
Oh, Luke's not liking it.
All right. It was a frigid November night, some 224.
Uh-oh. What's Luke gonna do?
Hollow militia.
This
stood
must
in
happen
wait
every
for
year.
He's adjusting.
I'm gathering.
In their valiant effort.
For God's sake, do we have to go through this every damn year?
And the urge wins by a long shot.
Sit down. Now, as I was saying, 12 heroic men assembled with
Womp womp.
maker.
What are you talking about? 12 guys stood in a row, All night.
waiting for the red
Who
coat.
never showed? That never showed. They got stood up. They should have been wearing prom dresses.
I've had just about enough of this.
Sit down, Taylor.
Menace.
Suck up.
$5 if somebody ends up.
Come on, Luke. Luke is hot. I don't know what's going on, and I don't know why Lorelei's kidding herself. Get in there. Get in there now. Feeling lonely and so cold. It just feels good, huh? It's like a warm hug. And I'm only 8 episodes in, or 7 episodes in? 8 episodes in.
Lorelei, it's Max. Medina.
I forgot about him. No, I didn't really, but...
I wonder if we're ever gonna actually go on that date we talked about many moons ago. Beautiful woman that I someday hope to spend time with. Anyhow, I'm just thinking about you, and I don't know, maybe next week we could...
That's sweet, but it's a bad idea. I stand by it. I stand by it. Bad idea.
It's freezing in here. Wait.
Close your eyes and breathe. I smell snow.
It's that time of year.
Can't you smell it?
Snow. Really? I had no idea.
Everything's
I hate
magical
snow.
when it snows.
I like snow if I'm inside, but I work a job where I'm outside, and I also just don't do well in the cold.
My best birthday.
Your first kiss?
Your first steps, they all happen when it snowed.
Aw.
I feel good. Tingly.
That's called frostbite. You, me, donuts, coffee, standing out in a snowstorm.
At midnight?
At midnight.
You are my favorite daughter.
How many times are you gonna listen to that?
Till it stops being sexy.
Lorelei, it's Max. Medina. Max Medina.
Up there.
It is cold and gray like a fat dead pigeon.
Oh my god, he's so funny.
For months, and then one day, I look over and it's Rich. Rich Blumenfeld. Where is my chemistry book? Mom, do you know where my...
Big scary chemistry book is behind the desk.
Oh, thank God.
Does Lane like a boy? I mean, we know that she thought Dean's friend was cute.
So where were we?
I just met my soulmate.
Right, Rich Blumenfeld. Does he still wear the Star Trek shirt? Do you have any of those Rocky Road cookies that you made yesterday?
I can scrounge some up. Lane, you need a bag?
No, thank you.
You staring?
I'm staring.
Thank you.
Thick, but it's not too thick, and it's got really good natural waves, so he
Nice.
probably uses way less product than most guys.
Dean's meeting me there.
But I'm trying to talk to you about this.
I know. We'll talk on the way.
Here you go.
What is this? You hate Rocky Road cookies.
I do not.
Oh, I'm sorry. That must be my other daughter.
Dean.
Wait a minute. I know who likes Rocky Road cookies.
Who?
Dean, they're for Dean.
She's bringing bacons to a boy. Wow.
Oh my god.
Love, love, love. Dean, Dean, Dean. Cookies for the love and the deed and the cookies for the love and the deed.
Oh, see, that's just horrible. That's really why I've avoided having a boyfriend. Is telling people.
Not gangly anymore.
Oh,
You
he's
remember
hot.
how gangly he was?
I'm sorry, what?
Ugh.
I am. I'm sorry. I just couldn't find my bookmark. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, here are the problems.
She's like trying to juggle a lot. School, Dean, being a good friend. I'm rolling away.
Completely awkward. 3, he's never even looked at me like I'm a girl or something resembling one. 4,
That's me.
but I can't help it. I'm obsessed. Did I tell you about his hair?
It's on his head, right?
Hi.
Hey.
His face was just so close.
Lane, Dean likes Jane Austen.
Wow, who would have thought?
I told him he would.
Oh
but he...
god. It's one.
Thompson.
You do have to read Hunter Thompson.
Not as much as you needed to read Jane Austen.
Yeah.
How about a little Charlotte Bronte?
How about something else?
Oh. Sorry, I don't know why that surprised me like that.
That's good too.
Okay, I gotta go. I'm gonna
Yeah.
be late for homeroom, and I have that perfect attendance certificate in my sights. See you later. Yeah, see ya.
Yeah, she's like not prioritizing Lane anymore.
We have flakes. Flakes have been sighted. Flakage, if you will, has begun. First snowfall of the season. It's very lucky. Make a wish.
Get away from me.
That's funny.
I just sent Lance to pick up Rory at school. The roads are terrible. Black ice everywhere. It's just a mess out there. I hate this kind of weather. So anyhow, what time will you get here?
Well, gee. Roads, I guess I'll just put on my red, white, and blue leotard, grab my golden lasso, and fly the invisible plane on over?
You're not coming.
Well, if it's as bad as you say it is, I don't see how I'd get there.
Rory should probably spend the night tonight also.
Oh, okay.
And if it's still bad tomorrow...
Mom?
Hey.
Hey! Things bad out there, huh?
It's crazy. There's snow coming down everywhere. And let me just tell you, saddle shoes are not the best all-weather footwear. Lonely.
I will. Bye.
That's cute. I'm happy that they are all having a better relationship, it seems like, so far.
Before somebody drives through town and thinks a local mental institution has bad padlocks.
Luke, you ought to be ashamed of yourself.
I love Luke.
Yes, and I thought he was crazy also.
Fair.
The fire chief, the police chief.
Oh my god, let's get snowed in with Luke. That could be fun. Just saying.
We are dressed up in costumes, standing out in the snowstorm, and for what?
Because it's tradition. And I was very sad. So I wished really hard that something wonderful would happen to me. And it had snowed. And I was sure that some fairy godmother had done it just for me. It was my little present.
Parents never explained the concept of weather to you?
He's such an ass.
When it snows, something inside me says, hey, that's your present. I don't think it'll ever change.
And I'll get you some coffee.
No, thanks. I'm gonna walk around. Enjoy my present a little.
I'm sorry.
People,
You see the way he's looking at her? Uh-oh. Here's our man.
put instruments to your mouths until we are inside. Remember what happened to the flautist last year.
Lane, no! Oh my god, I have never been more horrified in my entire life. Lane. She needs to move. Like, she cannot go back to school there. Or just quit band and hide. Go into hiding. That's terrifying and horrible. Uh-oh. Damn, I wanted her to be snowed in with Luke. Looks like she's gonna be snowed in with Max. Womp womp again.
No.
It's her present. Max seems nice enough. I just think it's a bad idea. And I'm standing on that.
Stop.
Here.
Yes.
In my town.
Yes.
Good car.
It's nice to see you. No, a minute ago I was really angry about something, and now I just can't remember what it was.
That's snow for you.
I guess so. And I'm in Stars Hollow.
Correct.
And you are?
Trying to figure out where I should take you.
No, where I should take you.
Nothing around here.
No, but I was the one who asked you out initially, so therefore
They better not go to Luke's. I will be fucking fuming, mate. Fuming.
Or you forfeit your taking rights to me, the Chancellor.
So we're actually gonna do this?
Yes, we are.
Huh. Let me just give this guy my keys and we'll go.
Great.
I'll be really angry if they go to Luke's. I will. Go to your house. Don't rub that in his face. He likes you.
Apparently Florence cannot get here because of the storm.
Florence?
Our cook.
Oh my god, you might have to make dinner.
Are you in any way malnourished or in need of some international relief organization to recruit a celebrity to raise money on your account?
I'm good.
She's good, Emily.
Your sense of humor rears its ugly head at the oddest of times, Richard.
He's so great.
Hey, how about I check the fridge? I'm sure there's something in there we could whip up.
Whip up?
Emily! You've never cooked a day in your life?
Well, come on, Mr. Will, figure it out.
Oh my god, this is cute.
Rory, you're not serious.
Well, that hardly looks like dinner.
I agree, Rory. That's food you eat at a carnival.
Oh my god.
I promise you're gonna love it. But listen, just leave it up to me.
You guys go back into the living room and I'll call you when it's ready. What are the odds of you knowing where a cookie sheet would be?
I'd say very slim.
Never mind. I'll find it.
Very slim. Thank you for that.
Everybody knows with Peace and Love that you throw frozen pizza right on the rack. It's got to get crispy that way.
Have you ever been married?
Nope.
Ever been close?
Once.
And?
She's in Thailand now.
Sex trade?
Bank of America.
No, it's usually one or the other.
She went there on business. She did well. She never came back. Where are we going?
You'll see.
Are we gonna get there before we freeze?
Now, what kind of fun would it be if I told you the answer?
Such a cool house. Pictures. Oh, is that her and her dad? I mean, not her and her dad. Her mom and her dad. Yes. Aw. Time for pizza.
I'm at my grandparents'. What are you doing at my house?
Like you care.
What are you talking about?
You're never around when I need you.
Well, you know I have to go.
You go to your grandparents. You go to Chilton. You have to meet Dean. He needs his...
Yeah, I knew this was gonna happen.
That's a good question. I don't know why. Why would a sane person do a thing like that? He needed someone to talk to about this and you weren't there.
Lane, come on.
No, she's right.
You have everything now, and I have nothing except for 2,000 Korean Bibles and a potential F in jazz band.
I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry. Be here.
The stove is buzzing.
It's just a timer, Grandma.
I know it's the timer, Rory. What I don't know is where it's located or how to turn it off.
But I really need to call Lane back.
There's nothing.
You need it.
Now, please come downstairs and help me stop the buzzing.
But...
This is wild.
Are you scared yet?
That we're on a date by chance right now.
Are you scared yet?
Oh.
You know, you're very annoying in a movie.
I know. I think it's very important that you know my faults as well as my many attributes.
Are you scared yet?
How is it?
Not cold.
It's quite tasty.
It's really good if you add some extra Parmesan to it. Suki came and brought us some foie gras, and Mom stuck it on a pizza.
How was it?
Pretty good once we took the foie gras off. If you want to get really crazy, you can pick it up.
That's so funny.
That's wonderful.
See?
Rory, pass me that cheese. Trust me. It makes all the difference.
I'll be right back. It's one fluffy white dress.
Yes, there were 12 petticoats underneath it.
Oh.
Could have been. My mother had 3 seamstresses working round the clock making it.
Oh my God.
You still have it?
It's upstairs packed away somewhere. I'll save it for you if you like.
Even tried to get me to grow one of those little mustaches.
You're kidding.
Richard, stop.
She wanted me to swing from a chandelier.
Oh, now you're just being silly.
Luckily, I was on the...
This is great. She's letting her hair down.
Lucinda Lester by now.
Actually, Lucinda Lester.
I
looked a
feel
lot
like her
Errol
and
Flynn.
Lorelei are kind of always on guard around each other. So it's hard for Rory and Emily to really bond at all.
That was her debutante gown for her coming out party.
Mom had a coming out party?
No, she didn't.
Oh.
Oh.
Yes, well, things happen, don't they?
If you'll excuse me, I have some business calls.
Uh-oh. This is uncomfy. Uh-oh. Bring them, like, coffee or hot cocoa. Yes.
What is this?
I brought you coffee.
No, thank you.
Harry, you're freezing. Take the damn coffee. Please. Take the coffee. My father would have taken the coffee.
Well, all right then, thank you.
Yeah, that part was a little slow, but it picked up pretty soon after that, don't you think?
I don't want any parts of this. No, don't kiss. Oh, no, 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 not in front of my precious Luke. Don't do that to Lukey. Don't do it. Oh.
So this is it, my house.
Luke. Lane is going to be in here. Oh my God. She's going to be like, your mom brought a guy home.
I have really strict rules about dating. I keep my personal life totally separate from my life with Rory.
This is something that you don't do often.
Ever.
Ever?
Never.
I see. What if I promised you that if you let me in, all I'm expecting is a cup of coffee? That's it. Lorelei, I've been enjoying the hell out of myself tonight, and I think you...
And also my car is broken. Lane's gonna be chilling, like watching TV.
So, how strong do you like your coffee? Because I built up such a tolerance to it, I usually make it too intense.
Did Lane go home?
Very good at that. 6 cups sounds good?
Fine. What are you gonna have?
Oh my god.
So.
Lane is definitely here. She has to be, right?
Not that badly.
Such a good answer.
I'm waiting for Lane to be like, Lorelei.
How many kids did you say you have?
1. Why? Lane! Hi! The cure. I have to go back in there.
It's okay. I'll finish up the coffee.
She's gonna be such a... Oh, she's gonna talk to her.
I touched a boy's hair. A boy I really like.
So far, I'm missing the stupid part.
I kind of did it without his permission.
Now we're getting somewhere.
I don't know what happened. I mean...
Intrusive thought.
Runs over, and his hair falls forward, and suddenly it's like my hand has a life of its own.
Sounds like your hand had a little help from your hormones.
God, I'm so humiliated. I can't ever go back to school. I'll have...
Bingo. You can never go back to school.
Everybody does stupid things in high school. It's like a requirement.
Not like this.
No, some people get pregnant. Talk about something really juicy for the gossip mill.
I forgot about that.
He screws up, Lane. That's what happens.
Yes, Lorelei.
How did his hair feel? Good as it looked?
Better.
Ah, you're gonna be fine. I'm positive about that.
This was such a good talk. We love
Rory's teacher.
Oh, he has nice hair.
Yeah.
Let me touch it. Could you imagine? Oh, sorry, that'd be so funny.
It will be.
So where did we leave off?
Uh-oh. Lane is gonna stay here tonight.
Yeah, like what the fuck, Max?
Teen day and she needs to crash someplace sympathetic. Stay here tonight. Everybody else is.
I don't know.
Really, the couch is comfortable and there's pillows and blankets.
Let's give you a kiss goodnight.
Only if you intend to live till morning.
I don't like it.
Good night.
I'm Luke's #1 fan over here. For real. I don't think I'm ever gonna like her with anybody unless she gets with Luke at all. I'm not interested. Gilmore. Uh-oh, her teacher's here. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh.
To tell me.
Boy, you're so smart. Right, okay, here we go. I've got a boy in the house.
You what?
The whole night on the couch, and you know him.
I do?
And you like him. I don't know if that's relevant. I just thought that I would throw that in there. I was walking, he was there. His car was broken. We had Fiesta burgers. It was the snow.
But Lane's in your room.
You guess. Angry? Frustrated? Nauseous?
Weird. I feel weird. Has he been here all night?
Pretty much.
Yes, I knew you were gonna date. I just didn't expect for him to be here. At our house. In the morning.
I know. I promised myself a long time ago that I was gonna keep all this stuff separate from you, and I want you to know that that still stands.
You can, you know.
What?
Bring guys home. I mean, if you like someone, you should feel comfortable with doing that.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to be happy.
Oh.
Plus, I know you're not a cat person, so you truly will be alone if you don't find someone. Lane, I'm so sorry. I've been the worst friend lately.
No,
yes,
I just wigged out a little. I got jealous.
No, but that is valid.
It's really great life going, and I
don't really fit in there. That's not true. You totally fit in. I will be better from now on, I promise.
Yes.
At your disposal. Dean will love that. Well, he'll have to. You came first. That's right. I got dibs.
Oh.
Okay. I have to go home. And I want to hear all about that hair-touching incident. Yeah, and I want to hear the rest of the teacher on the couch incident.
Oh. That's weird though. I'm not gonna lie. That is a bit uncomfy. Oh. What a ride. What a ride. Oh my word. Shit's crazy. Shit is crazy. I do agree in the sense, like, she went on the date and stuff like that. He didn't have anywhere to go. His car was broken, so, like, I get him staying. I'm not mad about that. Or even really about her going on a date. I'm just like, your surroundings, you're just kissing this man. I guess she doesn't know that Luke, I think Luke likes her. I mean, look at the way he watched her, like, walk away, right? And the look at them kissing and stuff. If he didn't like her, we wouldn't be seeing that shit. It wouldn't matter. That's my take, right? It wouldn't matter. But I think he does. I think he does. And that hurt me because I am Luke's #1 fan. I said this earlier, but all I want in this show is the Luke and Lorelei. That's endgame for me, I think. But I will be heartbroken if it's not. I will be heartbroken. It's fine though, but I do think that they are the best suited. I think they have very similar senses of humor. I think they bounce off of each other really, really well. He's like more grumpy, she's more sunshine. You get what I'm saying? You feel me? That's the vibe right there. I also am very happy with the Lane and Rory talk. I think that's so important. And it is a classic, like, a lot of people's first relationship, they tend to abandon or be a little bit more, I guess not lazy, but like more lazy about their friends that they have, and they want a lot of their time to go towards the relationship. And so it's like they forget about their friends a little bit, and I do feel like that was happening. We got to see the way that she was like worried about her book, and then worried about Dean, and then worried about her book and her bookmark and all this other stuff when Lane was actually trying to like talk about her life. So it's almost like her life was less interesting because she was interested in a boy but not actually in a relationship or things of that nature. Whereas Rory is, and I don't think that Rory meant it to be that way. But I am happy how she responded to Lane, even when Lane was like, oh no, like it's my fault, I'm just jealous. I'm happy she took the information that Lane gave her and was like, no, you're right. I do need to make more time for you because you are my best friend and I don't ever want you to feel less than. All in all, I really love this episode. I am a person who loves snow. I was saying earlier, from indoors. Or like, you know, I like if it snows December time, you know? Like in December it can snow, but once Christmas is over, Christmas and New Year's, like that little period is over, I don't want snow again. That's just how I am. I'm like over it. It's acceptable for this little window and then it needs to get out of here because I want the warm weather again. I get very cold. People all the time will touch my hands and my hands are always cold. Even, they don't feel cold to me in the sense of like on my body necessarily. My toes will get very cold, my feet. But my hands are always freezing. And I don't know. It just isn't for me. I'm not meant for the cold life. I can't handle it. And I work outside, like I said before. So like that adds a whole other level of like hating the cold and not wanting to be out in it more than I already have to be. So there's that. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode with me. As always, the full episode reaction for this episode and all of the other episodes will be up on my Patreon. Link for that's down below. And I'll see you guys back here with me for the next episode. Bye guys.